Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 16th of December. So after a hectic week last week is probably the best way to describe it in terms of data, etc. Well, we've got more coming out this week, and we're starting with the French, German, and then eventually the European flash manufacturing and services PMIs coming out this morning. First one at 8:15, so better get on rolling with this video, of course. So what's in store? Well, we'll see. It was slightly more positive last month, and is expected, and overall it was showing some more, as I say, some signs of growth. The French services were down last month and were adjusted more negative. But it's expected to come in positive, apart from German manufacturing, which is still one of the biggest points of concern, I guess, out there. Is still expected to come in below the 50 mark, so still in contraction. So anyway, that will catch us between 8:15, at 8:15, 8:30, and then finally at 9 o'clock. So this is the full details there. And then at 9:30 we get the UK data, the flash manufacturing services. So it all comes out pretty much this morning. So a busy morning. And then in the US at 2:45 the flash manufacturing figures coming from there. So it's the day of manufacturing and maybe some services. There we go. So figures to watch out for then today. Looking at the euro dollar here, why am I looking at 60 minutes? Let's have a quick look at the dailies first. And as you can see, quite a reversal on Friday. Couldn't hold on to the gains it had made above that daily 200. We'll see. I think the figures this morning may give us a bit more sort of bias on this trend, which is, to be fair, still pushing upwards at the moment, although there are signs of weakness, in particularly Friday's sell-off there. We've already touched the weekly pivot here, and we're showing a bit of a bounce off that at the moment, but there's a clear trend line running across the lows here that a lot of traders will be watching, probably me inclusive, including that. I'm just looking at across this hourly line here, and maybe if it breaks through that 60-minute 8, it may start selling off. Do I expect it to sell off as strong as we saw last week, and particularly on Friday there? Well, probably not, but we'll really dependent on these numbers this morning. So it's a bit of the unknown with the euro at the moment, and it will certainly be worth waiting for the two main numbers to come out there. Okay, that's the euro. The pound. So the pound, solid update on the Thursday following the news, but that it's Thursday following news, and then Friday came in and the data's wrong on this candle, because in fact the most of that upside was on the Thursday and not the Friday, and the way these candles are running at the moment, 2 hours wrong, effectively is showing the bonus in on Friday, which it wasn't. It was already there on the Thursday. And anyway, we're retracing. We retraced at least half that move. Have we got more in store? Possibly. I mean, it's probably dawning on people Brexit's still got to be negotiated in proper. The deals that come out of Brexit have got to be negotiated at least. So, well, we've got the weekly pivot below, which looks like a nice target there potentially. And well, that to me this morning is breaking the trend lines at the moment. It's sort of sitting across here, and it looks like a good option. Just bearing in mind at 9:30 we've got data coming out, which could be a spoiler. So a risk event at 9:30, which could spoil it. Aside of that could still come down. There's got to be uncertainty about the situation. Yes, it's a relief rally that we saw really there on Thursday evening, and then Friday we really saw some profit taking and reaction, or later reaction to realising it's still got a lot to be done. Okay, not as much as if Corbyn had got in, of course. Right, dollar yen. Well, this is struggling there for Friday. Brought a doji there on the Friday, pushing up at the moment, showing signs of softness. This may be also brought in by the fact that there's discussions of in between China and the US, and tariffs is continuing, and it's looking very positive. Latest figures, latest news I've seen here is the deal will probably be signed in the first week of January, and that includes on currencies, everything. Well, I say everything. There's a lot of things. It's not everything. It's a phase one, but all the same, there's some major factors that are put in there, and it may be just showing that risk is back on again. Traders will look for riskier assets, etc. And well, we've seen the yen pushing up anyway at the moment. Is there a potential trade in it? Well, it ran so flat for most of Friday afternoon there, and it's run flat through the Asian session here. It's missed a daily pivot on my chart here, but may have caught on another. I'm just having a quick check. I haven't got the. Oh no, it has a. No. That's. Can't for some reason. Oh, it's because it's wrong colour, so I can't see it. Okay, so it's missed a daily pivot at the moment. Got the potential maybe to run back up to double tops here. Again, trends. Just watching a trend there. It's got an untouched weekly pivot below. Any sort of breakdown that may become a target, but for now it's looking bullish. Aussie dollar gave back all the gains on Friday. It made and near enough half of what it did in the week for sure. It's back into its weekly pivot at the moment. This deal could be good for the Aussie dollar. We're very close and reliant on Chinese business, so we'll see. But again, it move maybe back into that daily pivot could be the selling point, subject to a bit of a reversal into there. Otherwise it may just go before then and crash through the lows here. So we've got a similar pattern across a lot of these markets. That's the Aussie. The Canadian dollar, I'm just going to look on the short term here. I have no intention of day trading it, but there's some strengthening continuing within the Canadian dollar at the moment. So seeing it's taking out Friday's lows there, and the Canadian dollars continue to strengthen there. New Zealand dollar sold off a bit on Friday, still bouncing around here, still looking okay on the bigger scheme of things. I don't really look at this in the short term, but okay, it put in a bit of a reversal bar there on Friday. Weekly pivots not far below to provide some support. At the moment, my outlook on that is still a long-term positive view. Okay, so as I said, most data this morning, it's 8:15, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30. You've got UK, we've got US at 2:45, and some also in the 4 o'clock time we've got bank stress test results coming out. Could create some volatility with a pound around about 4 o'clock, but I won't be sitting here waiting for it. Have a great day. Bye for now.